Attention! Present arms!
Company, attention! Present arms!
Welcome to our Veterans Day ceremony. Please stand for the playing of the national anthem and the pledge to our flag.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated for the remainder of the ceremony.
Company commander, bring your units to order arms and parade rest.
Order, arms! Parade, rest!
Order arms! Parade rest!
Order arms, parade rest.
Order, arms! Parade, rest!
Today, we celebrate Veterans Day. Each year, the nation sets aside November 11th as a day to honor and pay tribute to more than 30 million Americans who have served and who are serving their country. On November 11th, 1918, at the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month, World War I came to an end. This day eventually became known as Armistice Day. In 1921, an American soldier whose name is known only to God was buried on a Virginia hillside overlooking the Potomac River and the city of Washington. This site is known as Arlington National Cemetery, and the unknown soldier became the personification of dignity and reverence for American veterans. In 1954, President Eisenhower changed Armistice Day to Veterans Day. Today, we honor all veterans, those members of the military who have served and are serving to keep the nation free and preserve our way of life and our freedoms. We especially remember those veterans who have had experienced the horrors of war and those who made the ultimate sacrifice of giving their life for this country. Since President Eisenhower declared November 11th as Veterans Day, American servicemen and women continue to uphold American honor. Whether it's in the rice paddies of Vietnam, in the desert during Desert Shield and Desert Storm, along the 38th parallel, preserving the peace in Korea, helping to quell violence in the Balkans, or most recently, fighting a limited war against terrorism in Afghanistan and Iraq. American service members answer the nation's calls, preserving the peace, freedom, and prosperity that Americans enjoy today. On this day of reflection, a grateful nation thanks all veterans, young and old, those living and those who have fallen. We thank them for all they have done and continue to do for our great country. We honor them for their service, their sacrifice, and for making a difference in the world.
Company commander, bring your units to attention and present arms.
Company, attention! Present arms!
Company, attention! Present arms!
Company, attention, present arms.
Attention!
Thank you. This concludes the ceremony.